What's up, guys? Welcome to Mets Talk. So let's talk. I'm your host, Carter Morgan. Feels pretty weird being right in front of a camera right now. So yes, this is the first ever face reveal. I know I look way better than you guys imagined. Yes. So here I am. This is gonna be a pretty chill live stream right now. I'm just gonna talk all about the Mets, about what's going on in the standings, what's really going on right now. So let's just start off with the Mets winning their first series. I mean, that's pretty big. We start off opening day, coming in there and winning. We win against the Marlins first game. I mean, couldn't have won it any better. I mean, that game was just awesome. So, I mean, the Mets they played good, but they could have done better. Honestly, I really truly think our pitching will be really good this year. And come on. Our first game, we had a total of 8 hits, 5 runs. We won 5-2. Pitching was phenomenal. Max Scherzer was on the bump. It couldn't go any better. So as we go through this live stream, I'll just tell you about these updates. So that was our first game. They won 5-3 against the Marlins, and then second game, they lost 2-1 against the Marlins. Played pretty poorly, had 4 hits, 1 run. It was 2-1, 8 strikeouts. It was just pretty rough. But this is also Pete Alonso's first hit was in the second game here. And his second game, he gets a hit, right? It's a home run. Now, Big Meat Pete, I'm telling you what, he absolutely launched this thing. He elevated this really, really far. And then April 1st, yesterday, Mets won 6-2. They played phenomenal. Yesterday was just, I gave me goosebumps the way they're playing. Nimmo, he batted 222, Lindor 182, McNeil 231, Alonso 273, Vogelback 167, Pham, new player, having his debut, was designated hitter, batting 200, Mark Canha 300, Luis Guillorme didn't have a hit, Starling Marte 556, he was hitting the ball like crazy, Eduardo Escobar .83, he had a hit, but no, he actually didn't have a hit. Excuse me. Reached on air. That game it was really good. 6-2. We had 12 hits. Miami Marlins had 10. All right, and then fast forward for today, which we have a lot to talk about that today. So Pham, right? He made his debut yesterday. We were like, oh, okay, he actually got like 2 hits, right? So we put him in center field today, moved him over to left field. He did really good. He had 3 hits, 3 RBIs, 4 at-bats. He was 4 for 3 and was batting .444. I tell you what, you couldn't ask for any better from a rookie right here. Starling Marte was batting .357, Lindor 154, Alonso 214, Mark Canha 308, McNeil 235, Eduardo Escobar .63, not hitting so good, Tomas Nido 0, and Brandon Nimmo 200. This Mets team, I tell you what, they are coming together pretty good. They had that one bad game the other day, which really, who really cares about that game? We're going to lose them. And today, who we had pitching? You know who we had pitching? Excuse me if I pronounce this wrong, Sengara, I don't know. But you cannot ask for any better. 8 strikeouts. We just got him out of Japan. He already has 8 strikeouts. He only allowed 1 run. He only allowed 3 hits. And then Santa comes in, relieves him, has 0 hits, or allows 0 hits, Curtis allowed 0 hits, and then Non-Segura allowed 1 hit. And I mean, total of 12 strikeouts that game. Mets were doing really good, really extremely good, and it was a really good day because the Braves lost. So Braves losing puts the Mets in first place, only up by 0.5 games though. So Mets, they're in good position right now, up by 0.5 games, but it's still really, really, really early in the season. I mean, we still have like 150 games left, for crying out loud. And we've already talked about Edwin Diaz getting injured. So that's pretty tough loss for the Mets because that might take all season. But now Justin Verlander got injured for our first game. Now, Mets fans are thinking, oh no, what are we going to do without Justin Verlander? Well, lucky enough, he's only out for about 2 weeks, maybe a week. Doctors still don't really know. It's not that bad. He couldn't pitch the first game, but we still won that game with Max Scherzer on the mound, who was just mowing them down. So let's fast forward all the way back to Thursday, back to the first game. We're going to go through this. So we had Max Scherzer starting. Now we're going to go through all the pitching and show you all their stats. So for pitching, Max Scherzer, he had 6 strikeouts. And then Smith relieved him. Drew Smith relieved him. He had 2 strikeouts. Then Riley with 2 strikeouts. Then Robertson closed, which without Edwin Diaz, Robertson is really going to have to step up. And I think he really has too. He had 2 strikeouts, a total 12 strikeouts that game. Go to next game, whenever we lost 2-1, our pitching was pretty good. David Peterson had 5 strikeouts, allowed a home run, which really was just the dagger right there, which was a solo home run, but he had 5 strikeouts. And then Hunter relieves him, walks a couple, a little more than a couple, doesn't do so good, but somehow gets out of that inning. And then Curtis, he relieves him. Never really heard that name before, right? He comes in, relieves him. He does really good and mows him down, but doesn't get any strikeouts. So, yeah, that game was really bad. But Mets are still hanging in there. And then Mets and Marlins, Saturday, April 1st. Who do we have pitching? We had Tyler McGill pitching. And he had 7 strikeouts, let up a home run, but that's okay because we still won. Then Santa comes in, helps him out, gets 2 strikeouts. Drew Smith comes out of the bullpen, allows 0 strikeouts. And then Riley comes in, allows 0 strikeouts. And Adam Ottavino comes in with 2 strikeouts. And then Robertson. Like I said, Robertson needs to step up his game, and I think he's doing it perfectly fine. He comes in and allows a strikeout. And yeah, we had total 12 strikeouts that game. And then come today, like I said, Segura, that was beautiful. And then like Tommy Pham, who had like his debut, he hit a 2-run home run. That was just awesome. But now that we've talked about the Mets, let's talk about the Braves now. We're just talking all baseball here. Let's go to the Braves. So we fast forward to their first game Thursday. They win 7-2. Nothing special. It's against the Nationals. We all thought that was going to happen. Go to Friday, they didn't play. Saturday, they won 7-1. And then Sunday, which is today, they lost 4-1. Now, this was pretty shocking because Dominic Smith, former Met, hits a RBI single to really put the dagger into the Braves losing, which that's really good for the Mets because that puts them in first place. So really, nothing really going on here. Aaron Judge hit his first home run, which was really exciting. Mets, won 5-1 today. Like I said, best podcast ever, aka newest sub. Thank you, sports #shorts. Really appreciate it, man. But I mean, okay, so Verlander, now let's go back to this Verlander thing, which is there's a big coincidence here because Verlander, last year, Max Scherzer, which was our newest pitcher, right? He got injured his first game. He was going to start our first game. We were so excited. We thought he was going to do so good. He got injured, right? So now fast forward to this year, Max Scherzer or Justin Verlander was going to pitch. We were so excited and everything. And then he gets injured. So this is just a reoccurring thing here. I don't know if it's Buck Showalter, our manager, who just has bad luck or what's going on. So Mets pitching, they look really good. Like, they have really good people. It's just they're getting injured. Like, Edwin Diaz getting injured by the stupidest way ever. And then just there's a lot going on, and just like the Mets pitching just needs some help. You know what I'm saying? So